Why we are under the weather alert here this morning to alert you as you get your day started. The morning commute will not be a pretty one. We do have rain that's been falling for several hours here across Chicago and a cold front that's moving through. As the front slides through, we're going to be feeling some cooling changes take shape through the afternoon. So right now it's pretty much as warm as it will be. We were in the 70s earlier. We're now down into the middle upper 60s, eventually down to the 50s here this afternoon. So here's a look at the radar this morning. Plenty of clouds, rain that is draped all the way to the north and west. Not quite to northwest Indiana just yet. I think that rain's going to hold off for a little while longer, but right now it is sloppy and wet from Chicago, DeKalb, all the way to Ottawa this morning. Middle upper 60s with falling temperatures here this morning. Upper 50s near 60 for the afternoon. Rain starts to taper off once we go past 3-4 o'clock, and then dry skies with a warming trend on the horizon. Now, with all that rain, this is where we go over to Chris Haberman.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, it's been ongoing for several hours. Now, we are under a weather alert because we want just you to be prepared for your morning commute. It is not going to be a pretty one. We'll check in with Chris here soon, but let's get your day started with rainy conditions at play. Likely going to see this lingering to the afternoon. Some waves of rain, cooler temperatures, especially for the afternoon. The afternoon rush, I don't expect major problems. Maybe a lingering shower in some spots, but overall a drying trend is expected. Tomorrow, sunshine returns. We're cooler lakeside, and then for your weekend forecast, dry to start. Sunday looks a little rainier. We are talking about that late day afternoon shower storm chance. We've increased those chances, so do plan on some rain showers for the second half of the day. All right, let's pivot on over here, open up the windows and show you what we're working with if you haven't made it out to the door yet. And looking outside, mostly just a light shield of rain on top of us, and it's been ongoing again for the last several hours. So out on the roadways, you do want to plan on some ponding and a slow morning commute. Here's the big picture as far as what's happening. We've got a cold front that's moving here across Chicago, and as this front works through, it's really going to have a huge impact on temperatures. We're in the middle upper 60s now, but as that front hits, temperatures will only drop further. Middle upper 60s, 70 right now, but we're mostly getting down into the 50s in the afternoon. So here's a better look at the radar this morning as those rain showers fall across Chicago. Really no big rains as of right now. We do have a couple of pockets where we've got some moderate rain. Northwest Indiana in a sweet spot right now. No major problems right now as you go out the door for your morning commute. But if you are headed here into Chicago, things are different in our area. Rainy and warm, middle upper 60s and some 70s. Those rain showers will clear out from northwest to southeast as that cold front moves through. Overnight tonight, clearing skies, nice weather heading into Thursday, Friday, Saturday as well. Going to be a nice day. Now showing 66 on your 7-day forecast, but plan on the 50s here this afternoon. Tonight the low 54, and then for tomorrow, nice day, sunshine, a high of 73 degrees. 7-day forecast, we're mostly dry. We've got a small rain chance here or there for the end of the week. Saturday too, a 20% chance for rain, but I bumped up those rain chances for Sunday afternoon. 50% chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms, a high near 80 degrees. Dry and warm again for next week. So no major swings in the temperature there. It's a warm start and rainy. That's not fun, really, especially as you get yourself out the door this morning. It's been raining for several hours now, so we've got ponding on the roadways and traffic building as we speak. Right now, we're finding temperatures middle upper 60s. How about this? Northwest Indiana, 70s now. 72 LaPorte. We have 74 Valparaiso. Rensselaer also at 72. Due to the rain across Illinois and here in Chicago, we've got rain, cooled air, and temperatures in the middle upper 60s. We do have low 60s out toward the far north and west. Cold front sliding through, and that's going to keep this steady shield of rain on top of us here this morning. It gets better here this afternoon, so I do expect at least a cooler afternoon, drying conditions for the afternoon rush, just a few showers here or there, but it's a temporary cool down. We've got a warm up for the rest of the week and for your weekend. We'll dive into that part of the forecast coming up, but speaking of all that rain out there, now in terms of thunderstorms, didn't see too many in the overnight hours, but the rain has been heavy and some spots. And once we see this rain wraps up, we're going to be dry for a couple of days here, and that's going to take us all the way through at least the start of the weekend. Saturday, a nice day, 72 degrees, warmer on Sunday, still on target for highs near 80 degrees. But look here, we've got an increased risk for some showers and thunderstorms. Here's your first alert for some changes ahead on the weekend forecast. Rain's going to hold off until at least afternoon. Some scattered showers and thunderstorms will take us through the rest of the afternoon, and going into the nighttime hours, rain eventually tapers off. So call it a half and half type of day. But at least we've got the dry start to the weekend. That is not the case this morning. It is a sloppy, wet start out there. Let's open up the windows to show you what's happening in our backyard with the rain falling out there. We've got gray skies, wet roads, and ponding out on the roadways. The radar this morning is showing that we have a cold front coming through. So temperature-wise, middle upper 60s and some 70s out there. We're now starting to see the rain move into northwest Indiana. In the far corner of Lake County, in the northwest corner there, LaPorte County, Porter County, still holding off on the rain for now, but give it an hour or two, you're going to see those dreary wet conditions building in. Sloppy wet all the way out to our far northwest counties into Chicago this morning, where we do find temperatures in the middle upper 60s, close to 70 degrees. Rain will wrap up here this afternoon, and then we get drying skies heading into tonight and again for tomorrow. I want to show you the temperature change here today because we are looking at a bit of a wild ride on that front. We saw temperatures early this morning in the low to mid 70s, expected to fall down into the 50s here today as that front comes through. So all that warm air is going to move on out of here to give us a brief cool down for your midweek Wednesday. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. After a couple of days in the 80s, we're going to be on the cooler side of things for several days, going up into the 70s here this weekend with that increased chance for rain by the end of the weekend. Back to you,
Laura. Thank you.